Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and again it's been a few days since we had some news of something of significance, but here we are. Like I said, we do have the PlayStation Now 3 games added to the subscription for the month of April. So I think these are all top tier games. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and break this down and let's jump to it. Alright, so like we were going over, we do have the PlayStation Now subscription service, which is going to have its 3 games added as of April 7th. The first of those games here is going to be kind of a shocker. This game is less than a year old. So for PlayStation Now, that is good in a way. So typically Game Pass does have the games day one. So PlayStation Now, I think they're trying to get there as far as the newness of the games, but there are some really good games on there. But for this instance, we do have Marvel's Avengers. So I know the publicity has not been great. I know the reception has not been great. It's had a rocky beta. It had a rocky launch. But aside from that, this being added onto the PlayStation Now is really good. Those that may have been on the fence about this game or may not have had any interest towards this game may in fact be trying their hand at it. So with that being said, it has a really good campaign. It has a really good campaign overall. And I think everybody's going to enjoy that. The gameplay itself is pretty good. So once you get past the campaign, we'll see what happens with the expeditions and the side quests and the dailies and this and that, and see if those are up your alley. They may or may not be, but this will include, of course, all the free DLC so far. So you do have the Kate Bishop DLC and you do have the Hawkeye DLC that I have yet to try out or stream for everybody here. But yeah, so for the $9.99 a month, or again for $60 for the entire year, you're going to have a plethora of hundreds of games spanning across the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 2 at this time. So this would be that one. So I think it's an okay game. It definitely is not worth $60, but at the time, with what was coming out, there wasn't a ton going on. And it seemed like there's a lot of mishaps between this and Cyberpunk and everything else. So yeah, we do have the Avengers epic game there, essentially, by Square Enix. And we'll see what happens. I know, again, it's a roundabout, right? It's a carousel here that I keep talking about it, but we'll see what happens with this game in the future. They're gonna deliver on the games that they did promise as far as the DLC and expansions and that sort of thing for the stories. So we'll see what they do for the end game, if they try to tweak some things out and see if it's just too late for this game. But nonetheless, for PlayStation Now, definitely worth a try. Hopefully everybody got my previous video in time where they were able to take advantage of that $1 subscription service for the month. You get to try it out for $1. If you have yet to try out PlayStation Now, you do get to have a 7-day free trial if it's your first time ever signing up for it, or if it's been a year since you have activated PlayStation Now. So go ahead and check that out that way as well. But regardless, has a really good value as a whole. Now let's go over to the next game. This may be a game everybody already has, but or everybody has played because it had such hype and good gameplay behind it, but Borderlands 3. This is a really, really good game. So per the PlayStation blog is where I'm pulling all this from, by the way, but I'm just going to kind of go over the synopsis here and state that it is an original shooter-looter that returns, packing bazillions of guns and mayhem-fueled adventure, blast through new worlds and enemies as one of 4 new Vault hunters, each with deep trees, abilities, and customization. You can play solo or with friends to take on insane enemies, score loads of loot, and save your home from the most ruthless cult leaders in the galaxy. Play with anyone at any time, online or in split-screen co-op, regardless of your level or mission progress. Now, the only thing I'm not 100% familiar with is if this is part of the free upgrade for the PlayStation 5, because it is a PlayStation 4 version. If it is, and you have a PlayStation 5 and you've yet to try it out, or you just don't own the copy because you had a physical copy, you got rid of it after you beat it and it's DLC, try it out. It takes great advantage of the PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers. It is really good. The haptic feedback is great. The rumble sensitivity is great. The color scheme on the light for which character or which player you are is also changing. I mean, there's just a lot of quality of life improvements to it as well. You got the 60 frames per second, or you can opt to do the 4K with 30 frames per second. So lots of fun to be had there. And if you haven't tried this game out or want to go back to it and you don't own the game anymore, very much a welcome addition to this package of the subscription. So yeah, I enjoyed my time with it, played it a lot, messed around with the PlayStation 5 version as well, but there you have it. The final one, which this looks really good. And maybe I was hiding under a rock when it was maybe announced, or I didn't hear anything about it, but the name didn't ring a bell, and I don't remember anything about this game, but it is The Long Dark. So now The Long Dark is a thoughtful exploration survival experience that challenges solo players to think for themselves as they explore an expansive frozen wilderness in the aftermath of a geomagnetic disaster. There are no zombies, only you, the cold, and all the threats that Mother Nature can muster. So with that being said, as you can kind of see through the video, it seems like it has a lot to offer, especially for those survival fans. If you're a fan of, I wouldn't say Minecraft, but maybe The Forest, Ark, in some ways, Subnautica, and maybe some other survival games as well. This might be up your alley. So it has a lot of unique features here, I think, and really could be immersive. So I really want to try this out. I'll have to try this out for sure. My PlayStation Now subscription is still going, and I think it should go to the middle of April, so I'd like to check this out as well. The other two games I already own, obviously. You've seen my streams or my videos that are posted to the channel, so that's pretty cool. But really looking forward to trying this guy out. So that's really cool. So just to let you know again what they say per the blog, if you haven't tried PlayStation Now yet, now's the perfect time to give it a spin with the 7-day free trial, like I was mentioning, for PS4 and PS5. The trial is available starting Wednesday, April 7th, and is open to anyone who is currently not subscribed to PlayStation Now. So you don't even have to not have touched it for a year. As long as you weren't subscribed, you could touch it there. That does give you access to stream hundreds of PS4, PS3, and PS2 games on demand, including the new additions above that join the lineup on Tuesday, April 6th. So again, they say stream, but I do want to caution you to, I don't care how good your internet is, and this goes for Game Pass as well. If you have the ability to download to your hard drive instead of stream, do that. You're still going to experience some sort of latency when you stream. I don't care how good the internet is there. The technology isn't quite there. You're still going to experience some stuff, and maybe you're okay with that, but some of the games, I'm like, this is not going to work. It doesn't work for first-person shooters. It doesn't work for platforming. Maybe if you're doing some sort of a puzzle game, that may not affect you too much. But if you're looking for some sort of an action game, that latency is probably going to kill you. So, and damper your playing experience, but just take that as a word of gospel there. Download the game if you can, okay? So without further ado, I'll go ahead and end the video there, but that is your 3 PlayStation Now addition to the month of April. And those games will be available for different periods of time. So the Marvel's Avengers for 3 months, and the other one's a little bit longer, and so on. But you're always going to have a rotation of games as the months go on, and those get added monthly as well for different games. So stay tuned in the future updates. I will also update the PlayStation Plus games and the PlayStation Now games as the months roll forward. So let me know if you are unaware of these. Are you excited for any of these games? Do you want to try this out? Have you tried PlayStation Now out? Do you want to? Do you plan to in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, everybody, thank you for the support, and continue to hit that support. Still try to hit that goal of 80 subscribers. Let's try to hit the 80 subscribers by, let's say July. It gives us, another 3 months here. Let's see if we can get 80 subscribers by July. That'd be fantastic. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a video from me. And we'll see you guys next time on the next Xvault gaming video. And until then, take care.